Welcome back, everyone. Today we'll discuss about the LLM monitoring. In last class, we have seen a deployments of LLMs on EKS cluster. Okay, so only one thing is Kubeflow is missing. We'll do that. I'll be doing that. And LLM monitoring. Its Kubeflow is again a pipeline kind of thing. Just a minute, a minute. Let me share the link. So they are asking link. Cool. Coming to the monitoring, in each company, okay, you have two types of LLMs. The first LLM is your first LLM model is your internal model where you will be utilizing for your infra like your SRA bot, okay, like your DevOps agent, like your ticket agent, okay, or your doc agent, any document updations, or your diagram agent, or your conversation conversation digest agent. So these are all internal things where we do in a private network completely. Like you take any Hugging Face Llama models and Fee, Mistel, Quen, anything, you just feed them, export it with your VLLM. You have your own key over there. You create some sort of authentication over there, and that's it. Internally, you will be having multiple applications. Okay, if you be in a product or service based company, maybe you're not able to see these things in a service base, but when you see it other companies, so internally there itself there are many applications would be internally two people two people in the company only. One will be the user and one will be the this team guy will be the user and this team guy will be the provider, you know. So example, I have a developer wants to use some application which is developed internally. So some other team members developed one application. So this application, these people going to use. These people are going to use. Okay. So two things. You are developing your AI, your application AI, and you are giving it your team internally itself. So are you going to charge to these people? No, we will be not going to. We will never ask any money from these people. It's simple. Okay, so this is one thing. When you use internally inside the network, there is no data will be going to be a leak or go outside public network, nothing, nowhere. So these are very simple agents, a simple LLMs like document writing, okay, document writing agent, or maybe a diagram updating agent. So whenever your repository is updated with the latest code, automatically it will write your readme, automatically it will write the readme, okay. And you have some security running agents on a cron jobs, automatically it will identify and create a prs for you. And there will be another agent automatically give you the all information in a channel, and then it will give you one summary in the morning to your leadership channel, okay, your manager or your team leader. So whatever the discussion, how many tickets you have closed, so this is internal only, okay. And the tickets things, okay. And devops things is like how many change requests, service requests you got, summarizing them and giving you one summary in the early morning 10 o'clock to your in the team. So it will run all 24 hours things it will fetch and it will give it to you in your uh, channel, Teams or Slack. So you will be having very good identification, right? So this many tickets solved by this engineer, this many task has done by this engineer. So this kind of bandwidth calculation and the work calculation, visibility, these are all internal. We can't rely on this. For these cases, we should not pay for the OpenAI like GPT models or Anthropic models. No need. Okay, this is one thing. Second thing is if you're using other LLM. So other LLM, okay. Now you have to pay here. You're paying here, right? And you will be going to use those in this logic and you are paying for them. And you are paying for them. Now you need a monitoring for this also. For this also you need a monitoring that how many tokens that you're using, that what is the cost, all those things on this provided LLMs also you will be developing your own dashboard, okay, monitoring dashboard to see all this. Which user is consuming how much time? So here you will be having different things, okay, like team. Inside the team, user and application. If you're using application, inside the application okay, module and department or overall like tribe, squad or pod. So this kind of high level views we will enable the monitoring things on what? LLM side is not just only tokens. See this side we are monitoring, okay, whatever whichever the team is using how much, whichever the application using how much, so that we will get a visibility that oh this model is being used this many areas. So we are paying to this provider model like GPT this much amount. So we can't blindly directly pay to them, right? So in the end of the month, they have a monitoring system. GPTs they have a monitoring system. So they're going to tell us in the end of the month you have to pay this many dollars. So we have to blindly believe in them. But we don't know how we are controlling in our organization. We don't know how we are controlling in the teams. We don't know how to controlling in the user level. We're not even applying the roles. So which user should use which model? So, okay, GPT is giving means there are multiple models they are giving, right? 5.4, 5.3, 03, like this. We can even control them. We can provide some governance inside that. So, marketing team is there. We don't need to provide an AI things to them, right? Why they need it? But they unnecessarily come and do a lot of chatting over there and it's unnecessarily consumes and we have to pay. We have to pay. That is the thing. So we will get this sort of things with the monitoring on LLM and AI side. Okay, so these things we'll going to do on a this levels. So these levels, whenever you do, it's up to you. Your team based, user based, whatever the dashboard you want it to be. So there are many, plenty of the tools. So none of the organization will not look for the SaaS based applications like Dynatrace, Splunk, and all. They everyone will go for the open source monitoring tools because now we are already paying a lot of money to the infra, GPU, somewhere we are using models, engineers, maintenance, everything, and still we wanted to pay to the SaaS based applications. No, will not be agreed. So that is not the case. These many cross questions will come whenever you say that how many advantages are there, why do we get bothered of setting up the infra? Even you take a SaaS application, you have to set up everything. The same amount of efforts you're putting into the configuring the things, right? But why can't you do this self-hosted? Take an open source, do a self-host, and configure accordingly. So this data is with you only. and you can able to monitor, you can able to, one person will come and take an product owner of this particular monitoring tool. Yeah, so he will take care everything. He will be a subject matter expert and product owner, so he will be giving all the insights to your leadership team, and then they can plan for the optimizations. Then they'll get to know that what are we are actually doing with these LLMs. So similar case applied with your internals also. So internal side, it is not that I have just self-hosted my LLM and I'm using it. I can use like anything. No, because you are using GPUs. You're paying for the GPUs. So there is a formulas. Now you made this LLM. This LLM you are selling to the customers. Okay, nothing but this AI you are selling to the your customers. Your already existing customers are there. You wanted to sell to the customers because you wanted to make a good money out of it. Okay, when you wanted to sell, what is your formula to charge price on your customer? What is your formula? Are you going to randomly charge on him? No, you will be also defining some models, right? Or okay, you're not defining any models, you're just telling that AI application, use it. You're just telling because all are your existing customers. You are telling to the existing customer that take one of our new feature of the AI, and whenever you have a try free trial, and then if you like it, pay a $5 more or a $10 more. Okay, or you can also opt for a subscription, like per month a $10 you can opt for the subscription. So in $10 of subscription you will get this much input output, like that. Otherwise pay as you go, how much you use that much you pay. So how we are going to enable a monitoring system on this user level? Again we need a dashboard like this, right? Again we need a dashboard like this. So this is a monitoring is comes in the place when you're done with your development, when you're done with your testings, and you are ready to serve at the production, and your pre-sale selling sales team is started selling to it. You need to have all this in place. Then only you have to run to your customer and say that we already developed a product, we wanted to sell it to you. So this is a value additions if you opt for this product. So these are the good benefits you will get it. So this is an automation you can do it at your side, and these are the services and benefits we provide to you, and this is the support we provide to you. So customers will ask a lot of questions, you know, before I'm going to take it, what it why I have to pay extra for you. So their questions are again different person to person, but there should be a demo where you have to show my application will work like this and we have a monitoring system like this. Yes, you have to say we have a system like this, we built a system like this, then only they get the trust. It's something not like I'm telling and they're going to buy it. No, we have to provide a free trial to them. We have to tell them, show the value over there. But that free trial also, how you will be going to monitor really that customer is using or not? We're just telling that customer is accepted, okay, I will use it. Then we deployed our application in their end, integrated their end. Okay, okay. Otherwise, however, we are exposing through the VLLM, right? It's giving an OpenAI things. I created a authentication system, OAuth or JWT, and there is an access. I created an API over there. I given access key. That access key I given to the customer. Okay, customer is put that embedded into his code, SDK code. Then he started using it, like sending the request, post request, get request, and all. It's nothing but a streaming API. Okay, those requests we are hitting, we are receiving, he is hitting. How do we calculate that? Where? We need a tools, we need a monitoring things. So this is where some of the tools in the market there to this thing, and here we need a formula. On what basis level I can calculate how am I need to charge to the customer side, or I need to charge at the internal side? Internal side means I need to control it. How? So example, you are using a GPU server. You're using a GPU server. This GPU server is doing in an hour, in 1 hour. Example, I'm telling, in 1 hour, 300 request or a 600 request per minute. Okay, per minute, and per hour for this GPU, you're paying 300 rupees. Okay, 300 rupees, and you need to calculate, and you need to charge zero point 0.5 per request. So this is how your OpenAI, this is your how your GPT, Anthropic, they charge. They also charge different ways. Okay, per token, per request, subscription model, and dedicated deployments. There are four types of pricing strategies actually. Okay, let me tell you that. Per token, per request, and subscription. And one more is dedicated models or dedicated deployments. Customer side, we do a separate deployment because the request separate thing. Example like Kazar. Okay, Kazar is giving you a private system, private network system. So if you do go with the private network system like that, okay. So some companies will offer you a separate system, separate deployments at your network. So that is dedicated deployments. Okay. Yeah, it's you will be having a deal with your the people. Okay. So, and then you come up with the one type of, you have to give this many options to the customer so that customer will pick any one of that. And among this, you have to say that this is the best model because you are a starter. Okay, you're going to start it. You have to, your team has to tell him that, hey, go with first subscription model or a per request model. In subscription, we have 3 4 subscriptions like that. And per token model, if you are already using an on demand, or you wanted to separately at your application product side, you can use a dedicated deployment. Like this, you need to give in options so that they will pick any one of it. Like, oh, the chat GPT is giving us, right? Open this Anthropic is also giving to us, right? Kazir is also giving to us that you can go with free trial, pro, and pro plus, ultra pro, like that. So when you go with, your quota size will be increased, and your model routing will be increased, and your harness will be increased, like your harness context will be increased. That means it will be different what you are doing with other models, what you're doing with other models. Okay, yes, I'll tell you simply, there is a model, there is a model cheap means, price is cheap means, and it is fast means, fast, I'm telling, fast means it is using less GPU, and also lot of wrong results it will give. The hallucination will be more. Hallucination will be more. Wrong results it produce. The model fast in the sense, no. So because you don't like latency, that's why you're going for it. People mindset is like that. They'll say that if I select fast model, my model will be very fast and accurate answer it will give. No, it is fast in the sense there is a back-end engineering. They did something. They did some technique over there. This is a customer side vision, right? So that's why you whenever select in Kazar or anywhere any model, they'll say that GPT 5.4 X high fast model, Opus 4.6 fast model. Why fast? Because you don't like latency, because you don't have patience to wait until that result is printed, right? So fast, they'll charge. Okay, the tokens, these things will burn. Okay, you feel like you selected it is a fast, so it is fast only. It will take more and it will consume more and it will try to give you the of the fastest answer. It will never think and never reasoning. So it will also think in a short way. The context will be very short. So according to your context also is short. Your context also short. So minimum the context should be like this. Minimum. That is where your the providers are play with the people of providing the different models. The model routing will be happen over there. Like this is how we will be monitoring on different level like this. So let's see. I have created a lab. It's nothing like anywhere you can deploy these models, self-hosted models, open source, or you want to go with LangSmith provided by LangChain, you can go for it. So we have different other cloud provided, SaaS provided models are there. You can go for those tools as well. Open source is the best thing actually. We like Langfuse, okay, like TruLens, okay, Azure and Prometheus. So these are all the different things. For different purpose, you might be having two, three different tools to monitor. So I would like to cover, I think let me open the repository, not this one. Where I go. Okay, now if you see here, we have a different models I just created here, like an assessment. Okay, this is a repository which will completely show you these tools: Push Gateway, Grafana, Prometheus, Arise, and Langfuse and Olama. This is a tech stack actually. So completely. So here we use Langfuse and Arise, Prometheus, Grafana. Push Gateway, I don't know it is working or not here. Let's see. So it is just going to run on your Docker desktop. It's going to run on your local Docker desktop. So even if we run on the Kubernetes, it's just a simple Helm command, deploy. We have to configure dashboards. Okay. So left side, if I go under apps, I have these many applications. One is simple chat application, which is just a simple Python code. RAG application, agent, batch process. This is again ops things, error rates, and this is also comparison thing. And I have a Docker file where it is going to develop the image of my sample image and all. Okay, load generator for this error stimulation and all. So this is simple stimulation code only. We're just stimulating this load. That's it. If you see here, if you see here, a simple code, just asking some of the questions, asking some of the questions. Here I'm sending all this output to my Langfuse. So this code is available from your Langfuse document only. This code is available from your Langfuse documentation only. From there only I took. Okay. So these are the some of the questions I'm trying to ask to the LLM so that it is going to monitor my output and as well as input. RAG thing again. So I have given a knowledge base of doc 1, doc 2, doc 3, doc 4. So there it is going to be collected all the information like how many tokens, what is an ID, which is the doc. So those all information it will export. All this information it will export. Okay. If I come, I have a Prometheus. So which is going to export metrics on this 8000 and Prometheus 9090 and push gateway on 9091. Grafana on 3000. Okay. So I'm directly going to run all these files via Docker Compose. In Docker Compose, I simply said that just pull the images. This is an image. Pull it and run it as a container. When you run it as a container, just use this Olama in it. Okay. And then pull this Llama 3.2 1B model. Then go for a Postgres DB for Langfuse. And there is a username and password for that by default. And Minayo artifact for Langfuse. And ClickHouse for Langfuse. Langfuse worker. All these environment variables I have given. Okay. So ClickHouse 8123, it has to work. It has to open on 9000. And Minayo secret, all these artifacts are storing inside the Minayo. So like this, I given this one, and this is for Arise, taking the image from the Docker Hub, same exporting Prometheus, same Docker Hub. So this Docker Compose file, if I run Docker Compose up, automatically it will create images and containers for me. Let me go and see here. Did I updated the steps in the last? If you see here, I have updated. This is old repository only. Uh, okay, Docker Compose exec model pip install. Okay, env.example also there. If I open URLs updated. Okay, let me run this. So it is creating. Done. Healthy, healthy, healthy. Started Grafana. Started. Okay. Now the second thing is I need to get into this one. I think don't need of this. Let's see. It's already going to be downloaded. I have to go to apps and run this pip install. There's a requirement.txt in the left. Done. Files are already copied. Now let's open this port numbers. Okay. To set up for these tools, how we are integrating these tools. Sure, sir. It's a Langfuse. Now this is a project. If you come here, default project. And let me open the other one also. Default project. Trace is done. Let me open this one also. Done. Let me open this one also. Let me open this one also. It's not loading. Okay. If I come here and let me run the first, this one. So it's going to answer me some of the questions. What is capital of France? Okay, it has to answer. The capital of France is Paris, and latency is zero point 0.5. Tokens are 41, like this, used input and output. Okay, and write a haiku about the monitoring software. Okay, so answer code and data dance. Monitoring is every bit. Performance gaze stays. So it use this much. And there's a mathematics. Okay, so what is 17 into 23? To find product 17 23, I'll multiply the team together. So like this, it is given all this answer. So traces, if I go to this project, nothing is there. Let me go to the, not loading. So 29 traces are tracked. Left side, if you see sessions, you can see the sessions, durations, and the cost we're not defined, right? We're not defined the formula. It's for our local. So until that, you cannot be able to track it cost. Okay. So bookmark, not bookmarked, you can see text. And if you wanted to have filters, 30 minutes one, okay, like this, and trace count, inputs, outputs, total, input cost, output cost, like this, categorical score, all this you can do it here. Okay, so if I come to data sets, you can create a one data set and you can upload over there. And LLM as a judge also you can monitor here. You can also do evaluation, scoring, and analytics here. And you can also play with your playground. Okay, select a tool, schema, variable, and run it. And users, how many users are using it, you can do that. Traces also you can see it here. So why this observability important of LLM application? What is 17 into 23? Write about monitoring haiku. See, all these are here came. Whatever the prompt you're sending, everything is tracked. So whatever you, whenever you're chatting with ChatGPT, just please be careful because they know everything. In your internal organization also, whenever you're typing anything, they know everything. Whatever you type, what the response you give. So whenever you're sending any secrets, just be careful. The secrets will go and store in the provider DB like this. So example, you just copied one API key and ask something to any DeepSeek. They'll get to know if their system is very active in 24 hours and your key is active in 24 hours. It is short-lived key also, long-lived key also. They can steal it. They can also create a rule system that whenever any secret keys come, just alert it. They'll alert and they'll grab that key and they'll see that summary also because on what troubleshooting you are doing, this they can attack. And prompt injections. So prompt injections also we have to monitor because prompt injections will come and try to manipulate your system prompt, not you, your system prompt. So any LLM will define some system prompts inside, right? That will be manipulated. So you can also do trace ID, user ID, okay, text, enter any value, let's say Y, okay, like this. You can add all these filters, you can add and have an observation, okay, have a observation. So chat completion, calls, all the information here and the latency also here. Latency also here. So this is how we use Langfuse. This is how we use Langfuse. So let me run all the files and then we'll come uh, all the applications so that we'll have a good enough data to go and see that. So rack based thing, paste, enter. So this rack thing is running what is Langfuse used for. So I have given a doc, right? Knowledge base. It is going to answer Langfuse is the used for tracing and eval prompt management and the time for generation 539 milliseconds, and this is 46, and the doc used from the third. Okay, and this one is from third. This one also is from third. Okay, like this. Let it complete, and let's also run this agent one. Tool call with iteration and count and latency.
Rajini, is, the docs used is a number of documents used or the document number that we specified in our knowledge?
It's going to be used the doc number. If you see here,
Because I don't think everything is from the same document, isn't
wait,
it?
wait, wait, wait. Track application. What I have written. Doc IDs we have given. Doc 7, Doc 6, Doc 5, Doc 4, Doc 3. So it's suppose language, missions and all.
Yeah, it's only Olama is from doc 3. The other should be from different docs, isn't it? But we see docs uses 3
That's
throughout.
why it's telling that I can't provide the answer of this question. What is the meaning of it? Not answered.
No, if you go back one above,
Uh,
so
uh, uh,
it's
right.
saying so, yeah,
Gamma
those things.
from third duck only. What
No,
Olama
the
suppose?
difference between explain the difference between Prometheus and Grafna.
This one.
This is
Based on
yeah.
the provided context, it appears Prometheus is an open source. This one is use doc 3. Docs used. Oh, sorry. Docs used. 3 docs.
The number of documents used,
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
But we never, it was not printing the doc numbers. No. See, it is using 3 docs, 3 span of the docs. But which doc it's considering, it's not printing. I think.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah. Sorry, Rajni. So I think in every case it will use only three docs. I think
Yes,
in
because,
retrieval code you have
yes,
mentioned n equal to three.
right.
You can
So,
check your retrieval code. There you have mentioned n equal to three.
Again, the top case somewhere.
top case is 3 only there. Init is equal to 3.
Mm.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it is only giving that. And if we see these are all the latency around then the questions only. So if I come here, knowledge base, that's it. This is the block. Latency.
See here.
Yeah.
I think it's a retrieval code.
It's a retrieval code, but here we given filters like matching. Matching is case and it 3. Where it
Mm.
is just now I seen, right? Da, da, da. Yeah.
Or you can search keyword as document. Mm. I think that's a method name that we use.
Yes, it is just error count, and whatever this exceptions error will come, it will tell this one. So no document will come, and document 2 only. So retrieval method is only matching top k is 3 in it. At least 3 docs it has to match. From the 3 docs of matching, it will provide the answer because it's create the context from the at least 3. So matching. If I give 5, it will go for 5. If I give 7, it will go for 7. So the nearest matching docs. And if I use this agent tool also, so this is also the tool thing. It will be going to iterate the each count of the loop in a iteration ways. That means it's going to connect like calculator, weather, search, database. So we have given this 17 into 23. So like that. So this tool is going to calculate all those things and it is going to monitor. If I come here, 71. Cost is 0, but latency is 3.4 overall, and latency speed 99 in 70.4.6. RAG application. Retrieval happen. Retrieval happen like this. Any annotation, attributes, events? No. Generation and chart completion. If I come to the info, so this is answer. This is answer. So this is the output. Output message and output in the JSON. So all the information, what output it has also given, it is there, and we can create a lot of filters here. So this is a trace ID. So this is a trace ID. We can even trace any leak happen internal inside. Okay. And if I play this here, playground, you will come here and I think you can run it. API key is not set. If you keep the API key, it will tell you this answer whatever you asked question. So this is a kind of a ad hoc test. And left side there are prompts. You can create the prompt flow like in Azure we have a prompt flow. Similar like that we can create it. And GraphQL queries you can write here. And REST API, something like your Swagger. Okay, this board or this page can take them. So different companies may be using different things. You can go to the settings and configure all of your things. You can authenticate with your Okta, you can authenticate with your AD, you can authenticate with your any login system, SAM system you are using. Coming to the Grafana. So it's a Grafana site, total request, error rate, average latency, total tokens, active sessions are 2 right now. There is a mistake, I guess. 2 sessions. Why 2 sessions? Why 2 sessions? Oh, this same repository I ran in 6 o'clock batch. I ran and I stopped. That's the problem. I ran and I stopped. So it is, I think, Docker desktop. Uh, 29 days ago. Port number. These all things I have created LLM monitoring. 15 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago, 15 minutes. Then these are recent creations only, right? Recent creation only. Metric app is 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, Langfuse 90, 3,000, Langfuse 3,000. Then why it's showing the data from there? 3 sessions. Oh, it's running in the background. When I click on the Docker, right now I clicked on it, right? So if I click one more session, let me take the session like this. Number of times because Langfuse, I'll go. It became 2. So okay, second session where it is running in the background. 2 sessions now. Okay, so now you can see total token use 28210. Average latency is 4.75. Error rate is this much, and some graphs according to you, whatever is comfortable. You take it in a candle bar, you take it in a number bar, you take it in this bar also. So left side, if you go to the dashboards, LLM and LLM monitoring dashboard, how this is came. Left side here, Grafana, I created this JSON. So this is a JSON. You are seeing their panels actually. So these are the panels are created. If you wanted to create a new dashboard, just okay, come here, new, new dashboard. Just add a visualization, add it. Use Prometheus exporter, right? So now you just select Prometheus, select metric, which metric you wanted to. So deprecated flags. What is a filter? Instance. What is the value? Grafana. Just run query. It came. And you want a bar or you want stats or you want a gauge or you want a table or you want a pie chart or you want. So how do you want to define? So instead of going with the Power BI, instead of going with any other, okay, you just create here in the Grafana and and show it like this. If you go to this explore section, so this is your source of truth of the data. Here you can give again similar way. Select job, select the Grafana, run query. It will give you here. And also left side, add a connection. You can add multiple sources from wherever you are getting the data. Right now I'm getting the data from Prometheus only. Okay, I already added Google Analytics, Adobe Analytics, maybe different source. You have CloudWatch. You can add those things. CloudWatch example. You have to add it. You have to add it. So read this doc before you're doing it. So add a new data source. You have to name it. You have to give this SDK or secret key access key and a role, external ID and the endpoint, and then save for the test. Save for the test so that all your data from your AWS will be coming into your Grafana. So you can go with the Prometheus and Grafana also. You can go with Langfuse because it is having more visibility, more dashboard UI functionalities. You can use it. Or if you come to the Azurite here, so this is also good. You can also use this one. Or if you come to Prometheus, here it's completely a system check and metrics exporters. See the metrics. It is metric exporter. Any of this is stat is down. That means that is not working. Now if you can see LLM metric app is working, Grafana is working, Prometheus is working, PushGate also is working. Okay. Now one more thing called PushGate. PushGate has to come. No metrics it is showing. I think let's run this one also. Batch process. 12 tickets, processing the tickets. Push gateway metrics. You can see it now. Yeah, it came. Pre-doc processing time. Pre-doc processing time. Seconds created. Latency seconds. docs process total. So all this you can see in this push gateway. And let me also run the last one so that we can retrieval versus generation, and this is for errors, A and B model comparisons, latency tokens, cost wise cost. Llama 3.21b and Mistral 7b. Summarize the benefits of containerization in 2 sentences. So model A used 9.38 seconds, 118 tokens. Model B used 0.10 tokens. That means it's not generated. I think it's not downloaded, I guess. We're not downloading and tracking it from the Olama. We're not sending with the model routing. This sixth and fifth and fourth, third. I'm not sure on this lab. 55 traces, model cost, 55 traces, no span model A/B comparison, agent run, bash ticket came, chat completion, model land is Llama 3.21b. So this is mile percentile mile. So where you are. So where you are, where you are, where you are. This is again a separate engineering. Okay, you can just select past 30. Environment is all data set. Filters with the column. Tags, user, release, version, and string is anything, and just add a filter. So if you come to dashboard, new dashboard, Langfuse cost dashboard, Langfuse latency dashboard, and user management. So this is a user thing. Right now it will tell you total score numeric, total score count, total observation count, and total trace count. Cost would be the 0 as of now because we never defined the formula. And we apply it for sessions, string, don't know, environment, select all, like this. Dashboard, latency dashboard now, 30 minutes, filter environment, any of, select all. You got it. And if you come to right, 93, 4.7, if you click on this A and B comparison, and you have model B is 70 milliseconds, no annotations. Model B is a Mistral, okay. And chat completions, because it doesn't answer, it is not showing anything. If I go back, it is also Mistral. Llama, okay, it is giving you the output. User as this one, and text or a markdown. Input is like this, JSON, And invocation params are this one, maximum 300, temperature 0.7, and model is this one. Output in the JSON like this, and message output will be like this. You wanted to see in the markdown, you can see in the markdown file. So you have to annotate it in order to identify. Okay, in order to identify different filters, you can annotate them. You can also view session with the playground here. So trace, count, human, total tokens, latency, all those things here, you can see the feedbacks in the right side. All this, you can see feedbacks in the right side. This is how, like, it's again too much difference of what companies will be building a dashboard versus I'm showing. I'm showing based on our local models deployment, but when you deploy, there's a I'm telling clearly 70% difference will be there. 70%. It is just to thought you. It is just to give you an idea. Here I can't mimic the real time things because there are plenty of the things will be involved. This is just to idea how things can be worked, how view interface can be looked at. Okay, and how the exporters data could be going over there and we will be visualized over there. Okay, so like this things, whenever your user input is coming to your http request, you will be having a guardrail here. Okay, so this is a guardrail. What you will see here, all your PII, prompt injections, prompt injections, and toxicity, token limit, all those you will be writing in this guardrail here. Then after, your prompt constructions will come. Prompt construction, that means you will be having some templates. This is system prompts, templates, and context, accessibility or assemble, or you can call in a different ways. Context, accessibility, or assemble. Token count you will be going to logged here. Token count is going to be logged here actually, and then it is going to your model inference, model like TF, TP. Okay, the tokens, okay, token per seconds, all this. So total latency you will calculate here. So temperature, stop region, logged, all these things you will be keeping it here, and then your flow will be like this. So there is one more thing will be added called output. Your output here, again you will writing a responsible AI kind of thing, only guardrail again. Okay, you will writing a guardrail here like hallucination, hallucination score, toxicity check. Your request will come to the input. Okay, there are two things. You can write the guardrails at input level itself, kill it, and send it to another system prompt. Or if it is already coming like DeepSeek, they're not do anything at the input level. They accept everything, and then output they'll control like the China based things. So hallucination score, toxicity, all those things you can here validate with your PII, in response, format validation, all those things you can do. Then after your response, then after your response, here your response will be streaming in a chunks. Okay, then you can go with your user feedback. This is a rough thing, the flow I'm telling. User feedback. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down. We see right in ChatGPT also thumbs up, thumbs down. So with that, we will be going to get the data. Okay, what feedback loop is. So what we do with the feedback loop, the when this time to first token comes, how long this user should be waited? How long? 500 milliseconds, 600 milliseconds, how many? So the response should not be in the latency mode. If it is response latency, the user will not be attracted to it, right? So that's why they created the model called fast, high fast models in Cursor. They want think the fast. Okay, so this is how your flow will be, and all those things we will be monitoring. You are seeing, right? All those things we are monitoring. Entire system we will monitor. Where once it is deployed, not at the training side is again different. Okay, training side is again different. We have a different tools again at the training side. Example, if I'm sending my pipeline and I'm doing fine tuning and I'm doing on a GPU server. I'm doing on a GPU server. Otherwise, my VLLM is running. We have already VLLM metrics. Okay, my VLLM is running on a GPU. Triton is running on a GPU. How can I monitor them? See, for your GPU servers, there's a tool called DG DCGM. Sorry, DCGM tool. Okay, I don't know full form of this, but DCGM tool. So your NVIDIA data center, yes, NVIDIA data center GPU manager, which will completely monitor your GPU things. Okay, you see it here. GPU health monitoring, telemetry collections, diagnostic, management, so okay, policy-based management, all those things with this one single tool you can do it on your GPUs. When you install your plugin, you have to configure and install over there and export the things. So diagnose it. You will create a new dashboard over there. You can connect this to your Grafana. You can connect this to your any other dashboard, or you can develop your new thing. Okay. So this is often integrated with your Kubernetes via Prometheus. Yes. Okay. Now when this is added as a data source to your Grafana, you can have a complete visibility on it. What's going on? Okay. For your VLLM metrics, you have a VLLM metrics thing, I guess. VLLM metrics tool endpoint metrics tool metrics. So these are all the metrics. Request info, config, all these metrics we were Grafana only. Okay. And again, we know for GPU we have sorry, Kubernetes we have Prometheus. For Node also we have Prometheus Node Exporter. We ultimately going to integrate with these tools only open source. Why do we want to go with the Dynatrace or a Datadog? Why? No, because we are getting enough things. We can develop or customize things. When you go with Splunk and other things, whatever the options they're giving, you have to do it, and again you have to pay to them. Control is very less. But when you have your self-hosted monitoring system, observability self-hosted thing, you get a very good control over the system. So that is the monitoring thing I would like to thought you on this lab. Whenever any LLM at your organization is running, then this is the case. Okay. So if you are anybody using any of the any monitoring tool on the LLM, just please share some of the info. Anyone say? No. So at least some idea you will be having it, right, sir? Maybe you might be using, there's a popular tool called LLMmetry and Guardrail AI, ML for tracing, different tools there for observability. LangSmith is a very famous. Helicone also, weight and bias also a very famous tool. In Cisco they use weight and bias. In Amazon they use weight and bias. Uh, Sorry, in Cisco LangSmith. Um, Pick Amazon use weight and bias actually, like this. So any given a chance that you got already, at least not open source, not your own models, maybe your GPT models. GPT models, you wanted to track it, the usage, you wanted to develop. So anything like that came because you are logging, right? Your application will be logged that. So you can create, I can tell you, sir, I can tell you if you have that idea, maybe you have example, you have an API here. Okay, and I wanted to write, you can write uh, this called polar script. Okay, and then this script you can run it as a cron job or a airflow dag. Okay, a cron job or a airflow dag. Then use this to promote your push gateway and Prometheus. Push gateway and Prometheus. And then you create a Grafana board and alerts and alert. If somebody is used more than a tokens, alert to him. You are running out of tokens like that. So internally, at least in your team, because you wanted to control uh, their things, right? So you can, so in this metrics push, you can give this OpenAI doc is there. OpenAI tokens input total, like this labels or tokens output tokens cost USD total, request USD total. So you can have for project user model data like this. As I said, open OpenAI, you can create, go to OpenAI, create your account. This OpenAI platform. Where is login? It's load like this, and you have all your recommended models. Left side, you have a different things, agent builder, usage, API keys, and ChatGPT application. You can pay $5 and take the key. I already had the keys. So you can use these keys, integrate with your system. So you want for assistance and you want for agent builder. You can also create the agents here. These agents can work for you. Audio, text, images, okay, and usage you can calculate here. So API keys, ChatGPT application, logs also you can see it here. If you are adapting for your team or you're giving it for different people, okay, might be you're seeing on the Instagrams, right? We sell ChatGPT subscription for 199, 299, 399, right? Why you are paying 1800 rupees subscription? They're saying that pay 299. How? How they are getting it? How they are controlling you? They are adding as a user to the ChatGPT subscription site. How they are doing business? Even the Canva also they do, right? In Canva they create a team. They invest 80,000 or 1,20,000 on the Canva. Okay, they create different classrooms. In the different classrooms, they'll add the user by uh, treating you as a student. So you will be going to be a student. You'll paying for 6 months, 1 year, 399, 699 rupees. So like that in a class, they'll add 50 to 100 people, right? They're going to create 10 classes, 5 classes like that per year, and in it they're going to give you the student access. So that's how you are availing it. Similar way, they're doing very good business, and they're just investing 80,000 like that, and they get 3 4 lakhs. And here, similar way, we just go and create a key, team key, and we will going to give at the user level, different user levels, and for which models. You will be having accessibility to this API, this ChatGPT, and they get money. They'll pay it one time. So this is also a business. South Indian, this in India, the north side is too much actually. They do very good business in this kind of tools, in Instagram especially. If you might see that any post like that, they do like this. You can create here. You can start billing, and then you can create. You can start it, and even you wanted to chat, chat with me. You can also create a project actually. So if I go to my website, maybe it is there or not, I don't know. I just integrated chat with me. Chat with me. I didn't done. Okay, so there's an application created chat with me. I just embedded that code into website, but after I change it gone, I guess. I did in one page. Which page I have done? Contact. No, it's not to top mate. Blogs. No. It's again. No. Yeah. So a chart here. Chart now. If I click on this, it's go to the chat GPT me only. Okay. So you can also try if you ask anything, whatever the data I fed in it, that is only it's going to answer. If I ask, I would like to join your new batch. It answer what I feed things. It never pull the things from the Google. No crawling, nothing. I fed some answers in it. I fed some documents, some information. It will give it. ChatGPT. So it tells that, yeah, fresher, working student, some questions because the same thing I would like to ask, right? The same thing I do. Whatever I do, I did the same thing. I fed my knowledge into this ChatGPT. So you have to answer whether you are a fresher or a student. Do you know anything already about Linux and Python? This is the basics, right? And so this is not the theory. Things what I'm preferring to give it to you, and examples that I'm going to give it to you, and the contact things where you can find me. Okay, let's say, hey Rajni, explain about AIOps to me. I asked something. So I fed my type of answering, the pattern, system prompts, okay? A pattern, how I would be going to answer. So it is not a regular GPT now, actually. It is using capabilities of the regular GPT, but it answer in my style, my output style, because I'm controlling my output style. So here. And in the last, it gives the information about me because I said output style should be like this. Okay, you answer like me. Okay, you put the things like me. But then end, keep my student at least find me on the social media. Yes, it is giving it. So this is how you can create the things with your chat GPT. Even you can do with your Anthropic. You can do with many other AI tools also by creating applications. So no need to deploy, no need to do. Just take this here. This I would I'm covering a separate course like how to use Codex, ChatGPT, Cursor, Cairo AI, and uh, this tool Cloud, GSD. So those tools for enterprise grade level only again. So to use in a daily life of software engineering. So I would be covering that. In that I'll say that how to create and chat applications with ChatGPT. So whatever the subscription you have, with that only you can able to build one UI application. Just go to Firebase, Google Firebase, create your front end back end application, keep your key. That's it. Develop your front end back end and deploy in the Vercel here. Okay, that's it. Why to pay? It's all free. You need to only pay for ChatGPT. Sell an application, advertise it in Instagram. Try to do business like that. Otherwise, you can also deploy your static web content at Cloudflare pages. Fair pages here on the Cloudflare. Just it's free only. Just go and deploy it. Or you can deploy it in the S3 also. It is very less secured in AWS S3. Deploy it. Just use the key and make your system like this. Maybe you have any idea like that, then you can make, or you want to publish any gap, you want to bring the people on your website, you have a new idea, then try it out like this. You can use AI capabilities in the backend. No need of any DB, no need of any APIs, backend system. You have to worry about create those things. No, no need. The only thing you have to take care, your website should not be hijacked, so that your key can be stolen. When your key can be stolen, they use it and you will pay it. So you have to rotate the key again. The only thing you have to do that you need to mask it. That's the thing. That's it. Then your front end code also can be hijacked. That can be manipulated with the injections. Just secure it. Cloudflare you are going, it is secured already. GitHub pages you go, it's secured already. So if you not applied any SSL, then it is not secured. Yeah. So that's it, sir. This is in my another repository. That repository not in my Mac laptop, it is there. So I just moved this folder here, and yeah, I'll publish this and I'll give this zip file, or maybe I'll publish in my GitHub account and I'll give it to you. So this is, I would like to thought, sir, on the monitoring. Let me delete things. Just do down. It will delete the volumes and the images and the containers. That's it. Okay, sir. So some of the small components I'll try to cover in this weekends. I'll make a good notes. So now we'll enter into the uh, this orchestrators, LangGraph, okay, and LangChain, both the Lang things only, and we'll see this crew also, and I'll try to cover N8N if possible, then AutoGen and all. So once we understanding on the orchestrators, Bedrock, Foundry, Vertex. So we'll see them and we'll move to the AIOps. So AIOps is little speed up thing because we know everything as a DevOps. The only thing we again going to use the LLMs and we build some systems only. AIOps is just a building systems. How we'll build the system, that is we need to know. On the existing systems, we create a new top of the layer. And again, agents is the main thing. Okay. So AIOps will go in a little faster mode because we everything we know already. Monitoring systems, applications, we generate the logs. We understand over there logs, how the system works, how the logs will come, how we integrate, how we create the Slack, how we integrate the integrations, Slack integrations, team integrations. We create the workflows, run books, bots. Those things we'll see in AIOps. So the some of the overlaps will be happening in agents also because an AIOps side ultimately those are agents only. So we'll try to cover the agent things in a agentic operation side. We'll create some of the agents. We'll see, we'll get a good idea. And then we'll start our preparations for the projects and interviews. Yeah, and I'll give you all the documents of interview, gunshot things, what you have to prepare and all. So this is thing, sir, and we'll meet in next class on Monday if no questions.
Recording stopped.